Jewish Australians will today reclaim the Sydney Opera House for the National Day of Mourning, paying respect to the 15 lives lost in the Bondi terror attack. Live to Jack Hahn in Sydney. Jack, everyone is encouraged to mark the moment.
Yeah, we sure are, Jane. Good morning to you. At 7:01 tonight, we're encouraged to simply leave a candle out on our doorstep and to mark the moment with a minute of silence. The theme for today's National Day of Mourning is that light will win, and there will be plenty of light at the Sydney Opera House tonight. In fact, it will be lit up white for the Jewish community.
I'm very thankful for the New South Wales government for giving us this opportunity to reclaim it, not just for us as a Jewish community, but obviously for the whole Australia and globally.
Jane, this morning flags will be flying at half-mast. 14 buildings will be lit up white, and I can assure you that will include the Sydney Opera House, which at the moment is covered by this cruise ship. But later tonight it will be quite a powerful place to be, that is for sure.
Australia will honour the 15 lives lost in the tragic Bondi terror attack on this National Day of Mourning. Joining me now is the New South Wales Premier, Chris Minns in Cogra. Premier, thanks for your time this morning. Deep breaths, It's been a month.
Yeah, no, it's been a hard month for Sydney and for New South Wales and the Jewish community here in our state who've had to go through so much over that period of time, but they've shown their resilience, and I think they've been an inspiration for the rest of Australia that we can rebuild and be strong even in incredible adversity.
So I wouldn't normally say this, but I want to. I was completely and utterly moved by your strength, your resolve during this crisis, the fact you showed up to very difficult things, and I can't imagine how it was for you to be with loved ones when they said their goodbyes, like little Matilda's funeral. I mean, it still gets me. You've got your own family. This stuff stays with you, stays with us all.
Well, that's very generous of you. I mean, there's so many people that did incredible things over the last month. Two police officers, Jack and Scott, who graduated from the police academy about 3 months ago, drove straight to the scene and were shot multiple times. And I think if, kids in their 20s can stand up and do that kind of public service, then it makes it easier for the rest of us. I think that the strength of people like Rabbi Ullman, who lost so many people from his synagogue, have been towering examples that even in all of the grief and the despair and how difficult it's been over the last month, there's still work to do. So plenty of inspiration to draw on over a tough period. But I think we've got to hang together.
Did you have your moments?
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, of course. But I don't know. Words often don't really capture it. But I think it's tempting in a period when you've got such a horrible crime, a terrorism event, to lose sight of the people that it affects. And as difficult as the last month has been, I've also had the privilege of meeting some of the most incredible Australians that you'll ever meet.
You've done a great job, needs to be said. You'd also have been aware, Premier, of the white-hot anger people felt towards the PM at the time. How did you counsel that anger?
Well, I mean, we worked really closely together, and I think that the Prime Minister and the federal government have moved a series of changes through the federal parliament last night, which are going to make a difference. They're important for both our state and our country. And, the changes that have come in the last period of time have not been easy. They've been opposed by a lot of people. But the bottom line here is that all of us have got an obligation to stand up to racism and in particular anti-Semitism when we see it. I think that it's been building over the last 2 years. I think people have been willful if they suggest that words don't have implications. Words do lead to actions. And the worst thing that could happen from this horrible event is that it recedes into the background and life returns to normal and nothing changes. Things need to change. We've got to do everything we possibly can to avoid this horrible crime from happening again.
How did you get it so right and the PM so wrong?
Oh, look, I mean, I'm not sure that's right. I mean, I think that there's a lot of lessons to be learned from all governments, but that includes my government, Carl. I mean, we're going to face a lot of questions from this Royal Commission and we need to have answers to it. I think what political leaders need to do in events like this, and I include myself in it, is acknowledge when we've made a major mistake. And the biggest and most important obligation of any government is to protect its citizens. And the hard reality for us in New South Wales is that on the 14th of December we didn't do that. And that means doing everything we possibly can to change it from now on.
You got any thoughts on the rabble that is the coalition in the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's made it harder to get national change. The reality here in New South Wales is that we've been able to work really well with the opposition in our state and pass far-reaching and important reforms. I think there's sometimes, look, around elections there's always opportunity and time for politics. We can be at each other's throats, but when you've got a national emergency, my sense is most Australians expect us to put politics to one side and see what we can do together. And I'd love to see that at the national level. Fortunately, the coalition is capable of it, and they showed that in our state.
You're a leader, Chris Minns. I appreciate it. May you well continue to do so. Appreciate it. Thank you.